Abduct me!
So perhaps you can tell us, you were at the head of the UFO project for 3 years and you've researched other cases since. What kind of abduction stories have you come across?
There are some common themes that run through these sorts of things. I mean, at basic level, you get somebody who claims to have seen a UFO, and then they'll have a period of so-called missing time. They'll perhaps be on a journey in a car, and they'll get home, an hour or two later than they should have done on, say, a regular journey, and they'll have no idea what happened in that missing period, other than perhaps a vague recollection of seeing a strange light in the sky. When they begin to think back about it, sometimes it comes out through people just remembering, sometimes maybe through dreams. They begin to suspect that something happened in that period of missing time. Something happened and their memory was wiped. And then you get into the whole business of regression hypnosis, which a lot of people use to probe this period of missing time. And that's when you get quite a standardised account. And that's quite interesting because it comes out from people who very often have little or no knowledge of the subject, and people who don't know each other, and yet a fairly similar narrative structure emerges. In other words, somebody is taken into a spaceship, they're placed on their back on some sort of table or raised platform. Very often people describe being paralysed. Very often lines of dialogue like "this won't hurt" or "we mean you no harm" will be heard.
And these are common themes that they're all...
They run through an awful lot of these accounts. And again, in terms of the description of the beings, again, there's a surprising amount of commonality. People describe entities which are essentially grey in colour, about 3.5 or 4 feet tall, with disproportionately large heads, quite spindly arms and legs, essentially humanoid, but the most striking feature is large black almond-shaped eyes.
Abduct me!